Greetings, junior scientists, and citizens of this great, big, weird, wild, and wonderful world in which we live. As always, I'm your humble science communicator, the Great Orbax, coming to you from the Department of Physics at the University of Guelph, and I'd like to welcome you to our June 2022 Stargazing Guide. June, named for the Roman goddess Juno, many consider this month to be the dawn of summer. In fact, the summer solstice does take place this month, along with a supermoon and a planetary lineup that you'll have to see to believe. All this and more is there if you just take some time to look up. It's summertime and the stars are spinning in the sky. Constellations abound and some familiar friends return to our field of view. Cassiopeia will be visible low in the northern sky at night, easily identified by its characteristic W asterisk. Just above that, you'll see Cepheus, which actually kind of looks like a drawing of a house. And continuing upwards, you'll spot the head of Draco the Dragon, the 8th largest constellation in the sky. If you follow Draco's winding body, you'll notice that it wraps around the Little Dipper. The full moon takes place this month on June 14th, and it's a supermoon! So what's that mean? The moon's orbit's not a perfect circle, it's actually an ellipse. This means there's a point in that orbit where the moon is furthest from the Earth, apogee, and a point where it's closest to the Earth, perigee. June 14th is not only a full moon, but it's also perigee, where the moon's actually 40,000 kilometers closer to the Earth, making it appear huge in the night sky. The Ojibwe of the Great Lakes region call the June full moon Odeya Minigizis, the strawberry moon. For the Cree Nation, it's the egg-laying moon, because the wild waterfowl lay their eggs this time of year. The Mohawks call it the Fruits of Small Moon, while the Cherokee tribes call it the Green Corn Moon, both signifying that the crops are young and still growing. And our Mi'kmaq friends on the East Coast refer to the June full moon as the Trees Fully Leafed Moon. The first day of summer is June 21st, and it's defined by the summer solstice. The Earth has an axis that we say it rotates about. It's like an imaginary line between the North and the South poles. It takes 24 hours for one full rotation, which is a day. Now, this axis isn't perfectly perpendicular to the plane of our orbit around the sun. It's actually tipped at 23.5 degrees. The winter solstice in December marks the day of the year that the North Pole is actually its furthest possible distance from the sun. The summer solstice on June 21st, however, is the day that the North Pole is tipped closest towards the sun. And as a result, the Northern Hemisphere experiences the most daylight hours that it receives all year. This is often referred to as the longest day of the year, which is kind of confusing since a day only ever has 24 hours. In reality, it's actually the day that we experience the most daylight hours in a year. As we head towards winter, the daylight hours will now begin to decrease in length while the nighttime hours will extend for even more stargazing. Planets! For the last few months, we've been watching the rise of our morning planets. On June 16th, Mercury will be at its highest point in the sky. To spot the closest planet to the sun as well as the smallest planet in our solar system, look towards the horizon in the eastern sky. This month, there's a rare and exciting planetary alignment occurring that you can see with the unaided eye. The visible planets will appear to be in a line in order of their orbits from the sun. Early in the morning, just before dawn in the eastern sky, you'll be able to see Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn arranged in a straight line. If you've ever questioned what you're seeing up there is a star or a planet, this is an incredible opportunity to set yourself up with some base knowledge that will only help your stargazing in the future. This planetary alignment will take place in the mornings of June 19th to the 27th, so you'll have a few days to try and observe the beauty of this celestial dance. And if you happen to be looking up on June 23rd at 4 a.m., the waning crescent moon will also be part of this alignment. Here in Canada, summer gives us the opportunity to get out there and stargaze without the harsh conditions of the winter months. I can't urge you enough, junior scientists, to grab a blanket, get some snacks, and go find somewhere that you can enjoy a patch of sky and take some time to look up. See you next month, and don't forget to have a science-tastic day. Special thanks to Royal City Science's own planetary geochemist, Dr. Glynis Perrett, for her help preparing our stargazing guide. We'd also like to thank the Skyview app and the Royal Astronomical Society of Canada